We're starting.
Yeah.
We're starting.
Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to the legendary FrogCast. Did I do it? Did I do it right?
Unfortunately, no.
I'm restarting.
Cut it out in post.
Yep. Last time on Curse of Strahd. Now free of the Sunsword, Casimir's sister, Petrina, reveals her plan to obtain lichdom. That her vision to him was to coax him into the Amber Temple and free the Sunsword, which was her phylactery. She successfully tempts Casimir to her cause, claiming she can raise the fallen females of their species and exact revenge against Rahadin and Strahd. The siblings then attack. After being weakened and absorbing the dark powers from the sarcophagi, Casimir sees reason. After she is weakened, not him, Casimir sees reason and turns against his sister. You battle the Half-Lich with the corrupted Sunsword and her amber constructs. After a bloody fight, Casimir delivers the final blow. Ashamed of his actions, he asks for forgiveness. Now free of Petrina's soul, the Sunsword remains broken once again. So we just had a very intense battle in the Amber Temple.
I forget how many times I died.
Yep. Minerva fell many times.
At least Joey doesn't use the optional rule where every time you go to 0, you gain the level of exhaustion.
Yep.
Oof.
That's not kind of fun.
That's the main one. I will say that we might have some graphical issues because there's some issue on Roll20 where high resolution images aren't loading as high resolution. So keep that in mind.
It's fine on my end. But because of Petrina's actions, the way you came is now caved in. And the only way out of this room is up. I recommend not staying near the source of all evil.
Does anybody need some quick healing?
Why not? Okay, one minute.
Anybody need some quick healing? I can give that.
Irina looks it.
Yeah. Grude is not doing too hot.
I unfortunately don't have any major mass healing spells.
I actually can do my. I think I can grab myself. 1 second.
Since I assume we're going to long rest at some point soon, but I will go ahead and do my. I'll go over to Irina and give her 32 points of lay on hands.
Grude's gonna do 4th level cure wounds.
Irina does go. I kind of thought myself untouchable after all the foes we fought, but I now have greater respect for all of you.
Yes.
As I pull like an arrow out of her knee or something like that, or her leg. I will go over to Esmeralda.
Esmeralda just goes, "Welcome to the club, sister."
Thank you for that potion that I think saved us all.
Says, "Well,
I'll give her a cure wounds.
I believe you only have one of those left."
And she only gets 5 HP from the cure wounds.
I think I just got 8 from 4d8 plus 4.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No, you did it at 2nd level.
I have to see this. What?
Because I clicked it in my 4th level spells, but then, yeah, it says 2nd level, but then it filled in my 4th level slot.
Quick question. Do we have the slots we learned from leveling up, or should we fill those in?
Not technically, you don't. If
Yeah,
you use your 4th level, then add 2d8 to that. We were having a problem in a game I did a few days ago where like people were trying to cast like low level spells and it was using the highest level spell slot, but I wasn't able to recreate it.
Maybe that's.
It
I don't know if
almost
that.
it almost seems the
If it
reverse
says-
of what you're doing.
Yeah,
I
it
know
says
the
cast
person-
at second level. Oh.
The person that was having the problems, I don't think ever actually used D&D Beyond before.
Well, I don't know. 2 people were apparently happened to, so I don't know.
I mean, we've got D&D Beyond, we've got Roll20, we've got Beyond 20.
It might have been beyond. It might have been beyond
It can
20
be-
messing up.
Yeah, it can be any of those. I know Beyond 20 just sort of updated, so it's possible they fixed that or they introduced something.
Yeah, so just keep an eye on your spell slots. If it accidentally does the wrong thing, just autocorrect it.
Yeah, I'm
Will
gonna
do.
click my 3rd level slots, which are the ones I got from leveling up, so I don't use them until a long rest.
Yep. I just wanted you to do all the leveling up off screen so it didn't take forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't use the 4th level during the fight, so.
Does anybody else need a small heal?
Minerva can use mending on the cannon.
It's true.
I'm surprised that thing survived that
Yeah,
fight.
it tried.
And I will use mending on it.
Yeah.
Now we gotta wait a
Sweet.
whole minute for her to heal it.
Let's go for it.
Mending has a casting time of 1 minute.
All right, do you head upstairs?
We showed the aftermath of last game to the screenshot of this to channel that Jess is in, and she was like, "Oh, of course, Mark has all his hit points."
Because you took a potion. That's the only reason.
I explained that, and then Grude was in a grade 8 this time, but because I am the most healed up, I will go ahead and lead.
All right.
Slowly.
Minerva's gonna go up. I am noticing I am 13 out of 59. But
I'll
I don't.
give you a. Go ahead.
Do you have stuff to give though?
I can. I mean, it's using up spells, but I'd rather try and heal you. Yeah, I'll give you another one.
Yay!
It's a little
Yay!
bit,
It's
9
better than
hit
Sam's.
Yeah. Oh god, I wish I had dark vision. I could see it if I were here.
Oh, right. Let me show the thing.
There we go.
This stone library has 20-foot high walls and a 30-foot high vaulted ceiling. Covering the ceiling is a fresco that depicts angels being set ablaze in a hell. A black marble railing encloses a gold marble staircase that spirals gently down a 30-foot wide, 30-foot deep shaft to the north, which is where you just came up. Against the gray walls stand six 10-foot tall black marble bookcases. On their shelves are hundreds of well-preserved tomes. Embroidered rugs, chairs, and lit candelabras fill the southern half of the room. And also,
One of the candelabras comes to life and has a French accent.
oops, since I looked something up, I moved somewhere else. Hold on.
Joey, is that an orrery in the middle there?
Is
One
it?
of our favorite things ever, another orrery.
Is there an orrery here? The ethereal spirit of an elderly man with a long white beard and a pointed jet blue wide-brimmed hat sits in a squashed, comfortable-looking armchair, looking faintly befuddled.
Santa?
Huh.
Oops. He looks almost confused as he's looking around.
looks so sad.
Oh, surprisingly, not a lot of wizard ghost pictures. This is what I found.
You'd think there'd be a lot of those.
Yeah, but he's like looking around, like getting his bearings, and he sees you all descend the staircase. I suspect
Does he look?
Oh, I suspect I have you to thank for freeing me from that blasted binding circle.
Sure.
He's like lounging in the chair as best he can. It's been a long time since I just got to rest. This was my favorite chair back in the day.
I mean, that sounds like something we would do.
Oh, where are my manners? My name is Exanthier. I was the Grand Sage of this temple back in the day.
We've heard that name.
You.
I take it Patrina is dead then.
I believe so. You, quickest to the matter, you have a former student who is waiting for your,
You mean Vilninus? I
don't know if we got his name, actually.
I did
Down.
my best when I wasn't bound to avoid that part of the temple.
I can understand why.
After he poisoned me and the rest of the sages, got himself trapped in that damned room with the dark powers. You can understand my reluctance.
He poisoned all of you?
Kind of floats up from his armchair, like stretches, like, ugh. Yep, poisoned our wine. Old-fashioned but effective.
Well, now that you are free from whatever bindings that were holding you back, what do you expect to do? If he is still trapped in that room, would you, are you a vengeful spirit?
Oh dear me, no.
Must be nice. Kind of say under my breath.
Because Patrina was a interesting student. I was wary for her thirst for knowledge. But it does get lonely after so many thousands of years. I should have known that her power would one day outgrow my own, and she would have no more use for me.
Yeah, I think the hint would have been that she was researching lichdom.
A realization I made far too late.
But yes, she's dead. Again.
Starts like pacing, starts looking over the books. Oh, still in excellent condition, I see. But I must ask, what brings you here to the temple? And he kind of turns his gaze towards you.
This holds up the broken sword. Though, seems our visit was for nothing.
While he's doing that, Joey, I'm going to use Divine Sense to make sure that this person is undead and not some sort of secret fiend or illusion or whatnot.
Okay.
I don't trust anything, and
I've
got all
not
my
a session. It's not a true session unless insight check.
Technically not inciting. I'm Divine Sensing.
Divine incense check. The ping goes off. He is indeed a ghost. undead.
Very well. Well, I won't bring that up at all. Just sort of reserving it for myself. So
You hold out the sword. He looks it over. I do remember that Patrina... I saw this in her possession when she first arrived. She said it was a broken heirloom of her people.
It's originally called the Moonblade, but we were told about it as a Sunsword by some kind of prophecy.
Oh, it's a tragic tale happened to our people. Wait, I don't know about that. Rewind.
I heard nothing.
Well, wait. It is tragic because, a tragic tale, what happened to her people exiled from their homelands to the valley. He kind of looks it over. It's a weapon, you say? A weapon against what?
Are you familiar with Strahd?
He kind of freezes when he hears that name. And, he goes, I'm aware of Strahd von Zarovich. After a while, I was bound by Patrina. She would awaken me occasionally. A young prince from Barovia, seeking knowledge. He would ask me questions about the dark powers. He was quite interested in the one known as Vampire. I urged him to not pursue his goals.
Well, we were hoping this could help kill him.
He's still alive. This was nearly 400 years ago.
Yeah, apparently he got what he wanted with that research.
I'm beginning to piece that together. You all look horrible. Please, take a seat. Don't mind the dust.
Minerva will sit down.
Arkundax, after basically taking a potion that makes it feel like that he slept a full 8 hours, will not sit down, stretch his legs.
You can indulge a very, very old man about what happened in the last 400 years. What happened and going on in the valley below, in the mountain, and...
This may take a while. I unfortunately was sort of skipped a bit of that myself. At least the memories of it.
You tell him the tale is of how you know it, how Strahd obtained the dark power, became a vampire, and when he did, the mist kind of enveloped Barovia. The dark powers like infested the land. And he nods grimly. And you might have pieced it together, but the dark powers originated from this temple.
Yes, we were also told there might be a way for us to sever him from it here. He apparently linked himself to the three somehow.
Veins of Barovia. He nods. Yes. It seems that the shard of the vampire he removed from the temple gave the dark powers a way out, as it were. We never could have quite predicted the flaw in this temple's design. May not be aware of this, but Amber has the innate property to withhold magic, to withhold these dark powers within them. But given them enough time, they will begin to leak through. That was ultimately the downfall. Led to the corruption of my former student and those that dwell within. But yes, with the Fanes, Strahd, when he awoken me, did... Well, I'm trying to see if he was a vampire at this point. Yeah, okay, yeah, so he was aware that, Strahd became a vampire. He was, after a time after I was awoken, I did see Strahd again, but as you said, he obviously accepted the gift of the vampire, and he was quite interested in binding magics and rituals and ley lines. And he asked about, ley lines, of course, being the conjunction of fonts of magical energy, almost like rivers in the land. The Fanes of Barovia were the most powerful of these ley lines. Now I understand what his intention was. The ritual to bind himself to the Fanes, to the ley lines, to the very land of Barovia. And you wish to sever it. I take it you wish to kill Strahd von Zarovich.
Yeah, he's not exactly a very nice person.
The land would benefit from his eradication, no doubt.
This place has been under his oppression for far too long.
Irina will step up and goes, he mentioned the Fanes in this tome. And he kind of gestures to Vio about the Tome of Strahd.
Yeah, he'll put the book on the center table for him to look at.
He's like, fascinating. And he pulls out a wand. He taps the tome and casts Knock. And it echoes throughout the chamber.
Does it lock every time I close it?
I think so. And he, the book...
He knows Knock is like a cantrip, so it's fine.
The tome opens, then he reaches down to try to flip the pages, and he's like... And he just goes through it. He's like,
yeah, I'll get that.
Oh, no need, young man, no need. And a mage hand appears next to the book, and he begins flipping through the pages.
So a ghost needs a ghostly hand.
Yep. He's like, very interesting, and he begins to flip through like all the if you remember, it's like written in code, a codex. He was like yes, I believe I know the cipher where those equations were written. This would be much easier in my office. If you would follow me, please. And he floats this way and goes right through the door. He floats right through the door. Or the wall, I should say.
Dude, we can't follow you. Hey.
Oh, his head pokes out. It's like, oh, excuse me. Just a secret lever by the bookshelf. There we go.
Which bookshelf?
Yes.
I'll meet you there. And he closes the door.
Ah.
Also, these aren't books; they're tomes.
Tome shelf doesn't have the same ring to it. With some
Although, oh, literally through that door. Okay.
Yep.
Gotta look around for the lever.
Yeah, you're able to find it.
There's a red tome over here, and I try to pull it out, and it's actually a secret lever.
If somebody is buried in a library, is it a tome or a tomb?
Well, they'd have to be buried in a book for it to be a tomb. Couldn't they just
Here we
line
go.
these up?
That would be a great shape for a coffin for a librarian.
Like what you've done with the place. As we crawl over the desk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. You see like the exoplasm where you just walk through it. He goes, "Mind the desk."
And the slime.
And the cobwebs.
It's just a little bit extra meat flying around.
He's like flipping. He's like levitating the book and then using the mage hands to flip through it. He goes, "Yes, yes."
And the other caps. What?
He goes, "If you would allow me to keep this, I believe I can decipher the remainder of this tome. Shouldn't take more than 48 hours.
How exactly would you tell us the information?
It says, oh, are you aware of a spell called Sending? I can
Actually, no.
I can speak into your mind, my boy."
They do that? I've never heard of that.
Because
Well, that seems to solve all that problem.
I think it may hold the clue to what Mr. von Zarovich ultimate goal was. But places a tome onto a small onto the desk. Goes, "I believe." You probably would have told him too. You're trying to find a way to commune with the ladies three, the Resna. He goes, "I believe I have the perfect spell for this." He starts looking at it's like the secret bookshelf behind the secret bookshelf, you know, that kind of thing. And he goes, "Oh, I think this will do." He pulls out an old scroll. Says, "This is a spell called the Rite of Conjure Divinity. Any of you with knowledge of the magical art should be able to cast it." He kind of levitates the scroll to one of you. He goes,
Right of what, Joey?
The Rite of Conjured Divinity.
Conjured. Thank you.
He says, "If you need some time, you can. I will allow you to copy the scroll for your own uses."
Go ahead and do that over a long rest if we can
Well,
get that soon.
don't recommend a
Can't leave
long.
the room.
Don't recommend a long rest here.
Yes, in the secret room that was.
Do you want to sleep here,
touched.
Arkundax?
No, I will be on guard the entire time.
No, it'll take some time to copy over the scroll. It's not going to cost any gold like the rules, but so you can all take a short rest if you like.
Sure.
Yeah, this room probably contains all the component requirements to make a scroll.
Yeah, you can see this is like his private workshop. his
It hasn't been
office.
touched in centuries.
I've been dead for 2,000 years. But if any of you want to examine the sword, the hilt of the Sunsword.
I'll be doing that.
Okay.
What role is that?
Grude would also like to do that.
You like attempt to attune to it, just see if that's required to, get the magic going. And you are unable to. But as you're doing so, Exanthier kind of hovers by. He goes, if Patrina's soul was stored in that sword for several hundred years, I do believe she told me that her uncle once inhabited it, then perhaps its source of magic is a soul. And without one, you won't be able to ignite it.
Except she was able to make like a blade of light out of it, even after she ended up leaving it. Wonder if she ended up using her own soul as the source of it then?
If that was
Some
her,
sort of soul blade, soul reaver.
that was her phylactery, then part of her soul would have remained. But she must have exhausted it in the final igniting, and then you disposing of her. My condolences, by the way. He turns to Casimir, who's like trancing in the corner. He goes, "It's fine. I'm over it."
I was there, yeah.
Yeah. I tried to kill him. It's fine. But whoever's copying the scroll down, the spell, you can see it's pretty classic summoning spell. Circle made of chalk, 15 feet across, pentagrams, basic stuff.
I would assume Minerva, because she's probably the best penmanship of
That's
us.
true, yeah. Your penmanship is exquisite.
Thank you. I've mostly been doing field notes, so being able to sit down at a desk like this is a rare luxury.
And your clockwork contraption is fascinating.
Yes, isn't it though? I can't even imagine what this would feel like and seem like to somebody who's been dead for 2,000 years.
Yeah. They barely invented the clock when I was alive. Now look at it.
We still had sundials.
Yeah.
Fascinating. She's actually very excited about that.
Yeah. Because, this valley was once a beautiful place before the fog. You should have seen it. Of course, I spent most of my time in the temple. Also, VO, you can get your temporary hit points that you lost back, which was 5, I believe.
Oh yeah.
But not the ones
You
from...
grow back some fingers.
And not the one from the vampire bite. Esmeralda will ask him, I know your former student was kind of a piece of crap, but, he did say your old staff was located at this part of the temple? And he goes, oh, yes. And he, walks over to this wall. Opens up a secret door. I have no further use for it.
How many of these secret doors do you have, sir?
It says, I do apologize for that. It was a citadel after all, and they do love their secrets.
Is this something we should keep in mind while going through here? Is that could just be a door somewhere?
And Irina goes like, and the way we came in, kind of collapsed. How would we leave?
I'd rather not leave by having to become a ghost.
He goes, what would you believe? There's another secret door. Says, goes, that should take you to the banquet hall in the ritual room, where I was trapped for so many years. It's like, or in the south side of the library is another secret door. Should take you to the base of the temple of the statue.
These are fantastic options. Thank you so much, Xanthamir.
From what I remember, my former colleagues in the dining room are quite all there, so I would recommend maybe avoiding them.
I think we avoided the dining room on the way up.
The trauma of being poisoned and all that.
Mhm.
So if you want the most straightforward way out, there's a path that leads to the base of the statue through a secret door.
Yeah, let's
Imagine how many investigation checks he just saved us.
Yeah. But if you want to get the staff, it's to the door to the north there.
You just have to defeat my pet sphinx.
Yep. Beware
This man.
beware it's written. Darn it! They always get it. First try.
Yay!
Good job, Grude.
I've been around.
We passed by Colonel Mustard and Miss Scarlet on the way
The
through
butler.
secret passage.
Yeah. I do think we should grab that staff, just to have it.
Let's go make sure it's in this right place here, staff. Okay.
Daff Vecna? What?
Oh, that's my first name.
Very unfortunate, you see.
Yeah, the staff is actually located to the south, right here.
I mean,
Right there. But you can check out the other room if you want.
we gotta go get the staff. Let's go get the staff.
He goes, I always forget where it's located, sorry.
Ugh. Anything else I should be prepared for in that next room?
He goes,
Go on in.
yeah. To the one to the south?
That's where the staff is, right?
Yep.
It's told we want the staff.
And then the other room is just kind of like a closet up top.
Well, you can
Sorry,
look,
north.
look in there if you like.
So Minerva is gonna look at the north door because it's just gonna kill me if I don't know what's in here.
Okay. We'll do the bottom
the
one
droid.
first. Bottom one first.
Okay.
The bare stone room consists of a foyer to the east and a shrine to the west. Candlesticks draped in cobwebs stand in the four corners of the foyer. In the shrine, a faceless obsidian statue stands in a raised alcove at the western end of the chamber. Slumped before the two statues are two desecrated corpses in tattered garments. Two pairs of alcove lie to the north and the south walls of the shrine. And a tall, glittering staff shaped like a jagged icicle lies across the statue's arm.
I'd like to investigate the corpses. Sure they're not undead. Just checking. Everything all right? Yep, two corpses. Everything's fine.
You know, it's rough when that's the good option.
You enter the room, make me a wisdom saving throw.
I am only more charismatic than I am wise. 25.
25. You seem yourself being like drawn to the staff. You're able to shake the feeling.
But I will.
And you can maybe piece together that those two corpses failed their saving throw.
I'll give them a sign of the dragon cross, I guess, and then I'll carefully step over them and grab the staff.
Yeah. What is your intention with this staff?
To retrieve it for my fellow party, to hopefully use in our crusade against Strahd.
As you
I am literally here because the party wanted it and had no intention of giving it back to the zombie in the theater.
yeah, so as you pick it up and turn and leave the room, you realize that the staff is no longer in your hand. It's back on the statue.
Oh, God damn it.
You think since
Don't tell me. Let me make an insight check.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
I'm fed up with it and I don't care.
Yeah.
Arkundax, you forgot the staff.
I didn't. It's Exithanter. Is there some sort of magical ward on the staff that prevents dragons from taking it?
It's like, I don't believe so, no.
I picked it up and it's disappeared from my hand and reappeared in the place in the statue. Also, 2 corpses left on the ground there.
My
I
student,
also felt something as I went through.
he says, Vanillus did covet my staff, so if he asked you to retrieve it, then you might have unintentionally cursed it in some way. Where the only way it could leave the chamber was what if you were going to retrieve it for him.
We don't intend to do that.
Agreed. Just seems like a bad idea.
And I don't have remove curse.
I fear the only way to retrieve the staff is to defeat my former apprentice.
I don't
No.
think I'm in the mood.
What's it even do?
Well, that is a Staff of Frost, my young friend. Very powerful artifact.
Now, is it an artifact or is it some sort of very rare magic item?
I believe you were to categorize it from common to legendary. It would be in the very rare variety. Blue. It would be blue, not orange.
I do say that because there are rules for like legendary items a lot of the time. So
Yeah.
knowing that difference, that he didn't literally mean artifacts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you can tell that Vilninus is like willed for the staff, is kind of holding it in place.
Well, how
Oh.
badly do we want this staff?
So the only way to get it would be to get it knowing we're going to give it to him so we could fight him for it while he has this staff.
Or, I assume, kill him before we even take the staff?
Would that affect if we could take the staff if we already kill him?
Does anybody here want to use it?
I wouldn't
You're-
mind having it, but I'm not married to the idea of fighting again just to get this. But I am not the leader of this party.
And knowing our luck, he also knows chain lightning spells.
Yeah, God.
Oh, to go into that auditorium just to fight him, it seems like a bad idea.
And possibly whatever it was that was there with him. I didn't get a good look at it, but there was something else behind that desk.
Called it Jackaron or some such. Xanther, are you familiar with any winged creature named Jackaron?
Winged creature named Jack.
In the theater, there I have in my notes.
Oh,
there was something
okay.
that Captain Swings when we left, and I wrote down the note Jackaron, potentially as the name or.
Oh, yeah, he was speaking to it.
Creature.
He goes, that was the name of his familiar, I believe.
Well, I feel like maybe for now we should avoid that till we get a good rest. And if you know what, if we're feeling better tomorrow, we can always come back here.
Should we check on? No, I agree.
Minerva, you went to the north. Show you what you see.
Oh yes, back here.
Looks to be some. The art kind of looks like a giant palm holding something.
Behind the secret door is a small, dusty room. Rising from the floor in the eastern half of the room is a scaly arm and claw clutching a small box made of bone.
Xanthama, are you sure this is safe to touch?
Safe.
I'll take your silence as a it's not too bad because you're not telling me to stop. So she will go in and I'm gonna do investigation.
Okay.
On it with my fancy eyes.
Okay. 12.
Where I get a 12.
It is a box made out of bone. But give me a Arcana or religion check.
I can ask for good. I got a +8, so I feel good.
20.
Okay, I got a 20, dirty 20.
This is a phylactery.
So something has a high chance of something living in this.
This is just as a reminder where a lich puts his soul. Where it can be reborn is basically what Patrina's... Like, the Sunsword was Patrina's phylactery.
Yeah, so I'm gonna she's reaching to go touch, and then she's like, wait a minute, and then she pulls her hand back. She's like, oh, I am not ready to touch that, and then just walk out and say Xanthar, there's another phylactery in there. I don't really want to touch it.
Another phylactery. I don't know.
I think a lot of things happened since you were gone. I mean, it was 2,000 years.
Yay.
Think it's his?
Yes, is this yours?
No. Why would I be a ghost if this was my phylactery?
I'm very new to these things.
Not
The
that
first one I saw only maybe half an hour ago.
Not that I would ever pursue such a thing. He looks at it and goes, "This is quite unusual." He casts almost like a
Cast knock.
identifying spell. And he goes, "Oh dear. Well, this is a phylactery, but its creation is quite unusual. Because a undead spirit does not dwell in here, but that of a fiend."
Oh. We ran into one of those earlier.
Before he ran off.
Fiend. because of the mist, his soul will not be able to return to his home plane. So, nature itself, as it were, created this.
Can we destroy it?
It's what, like an anchor?
He goes, yes. When a mage creates a contraption such as this, upon his death, the soul returns and his body is reborn. Fiends are quite the same, but they go back to their home realm and are reborn there. But since they are unable to leave, the soul resides in this little box.
Can we destroy it?
This is a very powerful object. Nothing but a very powerful spell. Or the most radiant of holy damage will be able to destroy this.
Yes. Oh yes,
think-
it's quite easy. You just need the rib cage of a Tarask and the
Yeah.
wish spell.
Damn it, I've got the Tarask cage, but I can't cast Wish.
Well, I'm sorry, Arkundax. I just don't think we're up for destroying something that's holding a creature's soul together because he can't reach into some infernal abysmal plane. But I think we're gonna have to let this go unless you, and it's probably too dangerous to carry with you. One of us is just gonna get possessed or something.
This is
Doubt
fair.
it.
Or it'll attract him to us.
Well, exempt, or just keep this knowledge as a warning to all those who might wander in here.
He nods. He goes, I don't want to be living with a fiend. But
Well, good thing you're not living.
that is true.
That would be a very
And I-
interesting odd couple.
Don't suggest taking that with you, or else he'll be hounding you for following you around every which way.
We already have Strahd doing that, so I don't think adding a fiend to this will make our lives any easier.
So if any of you have a 5th level spell or higher, it could potentially destroy it.
No, I'm a half caster.
I do.
Does it have to? It has to be radiant though. Radiant damage.
Yes, actually, it has to be radiant damage.
1 second.
You know, 2 people that can do that.
Yeah, I don't have a 5th level spell, and I don't have like magic weapon, unfortunately.
I mean, Grude
I have
probably...
a level 5 gold guiding bolt.
Yeah, that'll be enough.
I'm down to do this, but technically I haven't had a long rest to get the 5th level spell.
Okay, yeah.
We might be back in 8 hours or so.
He goes, he inquires, like, what kind of fiend it was, and you say it's a Arkanaloth, and he goes,
I've
they
never
are...
seen it on a Arkundax.
They are rather neutral fiends. If you destroy his soul, as it were, then you had made an enemy out of him. Otherwise, I believe he would just leave you be.
Very well then.
It's like, knowing their trickery, then he's probably keeping a close eye on it. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the room right now, and he turns around fast and starts swiping it with his mage hand. It's like,
We chased him off something fierce
I see.
not long ago. But he did manage to get away. No matter then, we will simply leave that to you, Xanther. Perhaps you'll make a new friend. By the by, there are 2 others that we know of in this Forsaken place. And I'll tell them about the 2 Dion and
Yeah.
their handlers.
Like, oh yes, the mountain folk and the mountains often Often sent future chief.
Have they been
chiefs.
doing that for like 2,000 years while he's been trapped?
Yeah, he died a long time ago, yeah.
But he's been. How long has he been trapped in the binding circle?
Oh, about 400 years.
So, how would he know that? How would he know anything that happened the last 400 years?
The mountain folk have been here for longer than that.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's true.
Actually, the timeline might be that they... No, they came here before that because of the raiders that weren't Strahd. So, yeah, it's been a while, but... Semantics, anyway. But he says, I will leave them in peace. Alright, and just going back a little bit, when you were observing the sword, a soul does need to possess it. But the stronger the soul, the stronger the sword will become. And more importantly, if it has the same desire as you to kill Strahd, then the stronger the sword will become.
I can think of.
Looks over at Casimir.
I'm not a soul yet.
But there might be one that already exists.
I believe we do know somebody who might want this. What of Rictavio?
Same time, it would be using it as fuel, I'm guessing.
Esmeralda goes,
Quite hard.
Wasn't Rictavio the name Van Richten went under? He's not a ghost.
Yet.
Listen, I might have my differences with him, but we're not killing Van Richten. Because,
It would have been solely up to him, yes.
Irina goes, his son, though, is a spirit.
That's definitely what I was thinking. I don't know where you're coming from, Arkundax. Sometimes I just don't get you.
I am but a 2-day-old dragon man.
We
2-week-old dragon man.
We do know a surprising amount of ghosts, as it were. Irina goes, there's also the ghosts in Argynvost.
Oh, whoa.
Which one would essentially be willing to sacrifice itself, though?
Lord Godfrey.
For the chance to finally take down Strahd.
Exanther goes, I do not believe the sword would destroy the spirit. Would merely offer
You're a
its
powerful spirit, aren't you?
It was my place.
I don't think he doesn't seem to really be. Sorry to cut you off, Xanther, but it just really doesn't seem like he's really like a one-dimensional character, strictly set on trying to kill Strahd. So I feel like he wouldn't be the most powerful. Not that there's anything wrong with that, Xanther.
I have many goals and desires.
That's right. You're a well-rounded, fully developed character.
Ask me my complicated backstory.
Oh, cool. What's your complicated backstory?
I need the lore. I need the Xanther lore.
We should probably leave now. Let's go. Come on.
But we're supposed to get all the hot deets. No, I'm good.
I do agree, though, with Arkundax. I think there's nothing really left in here for us due to our current state. And we're just really in need of a long rest, and I don't think there's much more we can do in here.
Yes, let us let the rest of you recuperate and.
So if you now have basically a straight shot out of the temple back to the exit, if you guys wish to leave.
We do have another Lehman's tiny hut, so if we want to stay nearby, we can do that again.
I'm cool to leave.
Irina goes, I mean, that would allow us a rest, but That would
we,
mean
we would be findable.
that would be another nightly visit from Strahd, and I don't think he's going to be as. This game is going to be as easy this time around. I think he's going to try to turn VO for good.
Yeah, we've evaded him for 2 nights already. He may end up wanting some back pay.
So, unless you're intent on exploring. Well, Arena goes, unless you want to explore more of the temple, I suggest we make our way back to Soldav before it gets dark.
I agree. Let's head out.
To tell how long we've been in here.
It's actually only been, like, it's probably about midday at this point. It'll take you another few hours to get back to Soldav.
Oh yeah.
But we will be safe there. And before we leave, we should probably pop in and say goodbye to Diona and Corliss, and that we won't bother them anymore. And warn them
I think we
about-
bothered them enough already.
You poke your head in, and it's like, I was just about to obtain inner peace. I have to start all over again. It takes like 3 days to do that.
It's like was just making sense.
Well, when you if you wish to make your way to an ancient library, there's a ghost there that has some interesting rooms.
Yeah.
Anyway, goodbye.
Yeah, in Xanthier, like, just follow the stairs down, and you'll enter through the statue of the Goddess Secrets.
Oh, that's funny that you did that. That's the statue that the secret passage is coming from. Get it? Because it's a secret passage and it's the God of Secrets?
Just knock 3 times when you reach the end of the corridor.
In a row.
Is he always this funny? Because I don't quite get his humor.
That's the best part, is he's entirely earnest.
I haven't heard
Sometimes makes it
I haven't heard a joke in 400 years, so I appreciate it.
Oh,
And you
I
still
have the
haven't.
best one for you. Exanther.
God bless you. See, I've got it too. I haven't heard that one before. Right, let's see if anything else you want to do here. You can exit the temple.
Yeah.
And just in case you're wondering, he believes that the other pieces of the sword aren't located here. In fact, it's the soul that inhabits it is actually the important part, not the blade itself. So
Yeah, and that's the thing that creates the
Yeah.
blade, and so that's why it was gone, is because the soul was gone.
yeah, because it was
Either
probably
soul or a kyber crystal to
it
make
was,
the sort of light work.
it was probably broken to set free the soul that inhabited it previously. Well, good luck to you. I'm going to enjoy my books. It's been so long. It's like I'm reading them for the first time.
Oh, that's the best. That's certainly the best part of it, being apart from a book. I wish you a good forever. Enjoy your eternity. We may see you again, but also may not.
Right. You have completed the Amber Temple. And you have
Yeah.
officially level up.
Yay.
Woo.
Oh, this is what we're talking about, low resolution images.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It's
The
obviously the
Which is-
snowstorm.
yeah, which is weird. The map looked fine. This looks a
Yeah,
little weird.
it's not all of them. Maybe it's a certain resolution because it wasn't necessarily a high resolution map. It was just a
Yeah.
large image.
That's true.
It's also, and obviously it's loading whatever's, I guess, cached as a thumbnail. You know.
Oh, that might be
like
true,
easy
yeah.
loading. That's why it's a low resolution.
Look at you, Mr. Tech Support. Maybe you should work
I
for Roll
still
20.
think this still looks
No,
so much like that dwarven place in Icewind Dale.
It feels like I mentioned this when we got here, but it's like Petra, but in the Himalayas instead of
Ironforge in World of Warcraft too.
Petra is. I'm using real examples, Joey. You're using fiction.
Yeah.
Petra
Real
was-
fiction.
Petra was what they used as the in Temple of Last Crusade, where the
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Right. Do you want to do the tiny hut to get a long rest and then come back to the temple, or head back to Soldav? Try to outwit Strahd.
Because if we go back to, so that then we won't have to see him again, is my understanding.
You'll be safe within Soldav.
Yeah, a few hours walk is worth it.
Yeah, I'll
We,
agree.
we, we have 2 days to wait until we get details anyway. So, because we currently, as far as I can think, the only other goal that we have before raiding him is severing him.
Yeah.
And until we get that information, we don't know how to do that.
Well, okay, just to clarify, the spell is to contact the Resna, the Ladies 3, and they will have information how to sever the Fanes. The wizard is going to study the tome to find out what Strahd's plan is with the Fanes and other things.
right.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things that seem to be connecting now.
What?
And
He's playing a long game.
Now, did we manage to successfully make a copy of that, or?
Yes, you. You don't have to add it to your spellbook or anything, but you know the ritual to summon the Resna.
I'll put something in the party inventory.
Okay. All right. The trip
Yeah, I
back
think
to
we go back.
trip
to
back
the
to
site.
Soldav is uneventful.
Nothing with glowing amber eyes?
Oh, thank goodness.
Yep.
Alright, so the plan is sleep for a week, and then we use the scroll, find out what we need to do that, win.
Succeed.
That's weird. This image is low quality, but the one below it's fine.
Yeah, it's not all of them are being hit by it. That's what I've noticed. So, this place is a lot blurrier than how I remember. Yeah, it's
so snowy out.
They put a thing on their
Yeah.
all of it, so it's site wide.
Yeah. Oh.
But it can be low in size and still be high quality. It's whether or not it had to be enlarged.
Well, it's weird because it's the same image. But
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's likely the thumbnail that's
Yeah.
cached, or they load up a low resolution one to just put in, the right side or
I
whatever, so
wonder-
you can cover over it. Yeah,
if I find the original image.
I tried that, didn't quite work for mine, but it might. It's not the placement of the image; it's something connected to the image itself, or how they connect to the image, or something like that. So, but I mean, we are here at night, so.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh well. All right. Yeah, let's take a little break.
All right.
Everything's fine now that I kind of put the image back on the screen. But I have so many images in Roll20 now. It's like impossible to find stuff unless they're newer.
Joey, you gotta
It's
start
like
using
so much better
gotta
right now.
start using folders.
Yeah, but they're just the random things I put in Roll20. I don't need to organize this in folders.
You say that, but I've worked with your flash files before. I know the horror.
Well, the flash files I named though.
Yeah, but not the library of symbols.
He sorts his layers as new layer 2, copy of new layer 1.
New layer 1,
Well,
PDF copy.
Well, the layers I don't, but the symbols I do.
No,
Yeah,
the
it's
symbols
like-
the symbols you named, but they weren't like organized. So
I remember having a library full of like just my personal work of just tween 34.
Yeah. Well, that means you weren't doing it correctly if it named it that.
Oh yeah, I was doing a bad job.
Yeah. No, these are just the random maps and I have like a bajillion token ones in here.
Rename your tokens from token stamp before you upload them.
Yeah. I mean, in hindsight, I kind of wish I said, okay, this is the Witchlight tokens, this is the Strixhaven tokens.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter.
I did that for some like specific ones. Other ones I'll just be like, this is Barbarian Man, because whenever I need a Barbarian token, there you go.
Yep. Anyway, the trip back to Soldav is uneventful. You're greeted by the guards who open up the way behind the frozen waterfall to make sure everything's okay. They ask about the people who went to the temple before you, the chiefess and the guardians, and you give them the news about how two of them, or one of them at least, succumbed to the temptations of the temple and killed the other, and they're saddened by this, but they know that this tends to happen
Yeah, their dog is
sometimes.
fine, at least.
Yeah. But yeah, they make sure. They'll send word along to the chiefess and her husband. Unless you want to speak to them directly, but they urge you to visit the High Elder, the Storm Giant Barubus. He tells you that his health has been declining ever since you departed.
Oh jeez, we should go.
Yes.
Arena goes, seems like he was holding on until we arrived. Will want to know what we learn if he really is on his way out.
That seems fair.
And Esmeralda says, as you're kind of walking to the cave, saying, isn't he the one keeping the protection of this village in place?
Mhm. Hopefully in the near future you will not need as much protection from the supernatural.
Casimir does
We will make sure of that.
does excuse himself. He says he's going to rest in the longhouse, saying this part of the journey just doesn't really concern him. He did what he came here to do, and he kind of has to reflect on what happened.
Almost killing us for
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
Well, at least he's reflecting.
Yeah.
Hope this image is.
There it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe it got fixed by the time we were here. Excuse me.
It's the good Deku tree.
Yeah.
Just good.
Well, all DQ trees are good. What are you talking about?
Wait, what?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good Deku tree?
It is a plural. There are 2 of them.
Several heartbeats pass before, with the sound of a rasping sigh, Elder Barubus's face emerges from the massive roots upon the walls. His eyes flicker weakly open, his gray-blue flesh now sunken and pale. You have returned, he whispers, his voice trembling and desiccated. Good. As you can see, I fear my time being sustained by the mountain is drawing to a close. I'm long past my due upon this plane. And he begins, like, coughing uncontrollably, and it's almost like it shakes the entire chamber. Even for a member of my race, as long-lived as we are. And if the mountain sustained me for one reason, it was for this. Please tell me you succeeded in your goal.
Glance over at Vio, who I believe has the sword handle.
Yeah, Minerva's gonna go look at VO.
Vio holds up the sword.
He's asking more about how to commune with the
the
Fanes.
severing.
Commune with the Fanes, because like that's what
Right.
he was
Because that's his
concerned about.
There's
mentor.
a moment to respond. Sheesh. Shut up, ominous voice in the sky.
Oh,
All
sorry.
of you.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
He holds up the sword, we managed to find at least one of the things that we were looking for. We found an ally as well that is currently helping us find the goals of Strahd and maybe some of his secrets, as well as he gave us a means to find out how to sever him. But we have not yet done so.
Sorry for interrupting before.
It's fine.
Yep. He goes. Barubas's ancient face slowly exhales. Along with the wall beside him, the roots rustle, then pull away, revealing... Oh, wait, sorry, that's another thing. But he...
Oh my gosh, cover that up.
Yeah. He lets out a sigh of relief. And he goes, I knew my visions that I had so long ago were to come to pass. If you have a way to commune with the ladies three, you must go to a place where their magic is most strong on the mountain.
You mentioned a ley line.
Deeper in the mountain, place we call the Caverns of Light. It's where the mountain people, the Tanta, first communed with the Rosanna. If they could hear your voice from if they could hear your voice anywhere, it would be there. And that's when he lets out a deep exhale, and the roots rustle, then pull away, revealing a hidden passage that cuts through the mountain. This will take you to the Cavern of Lights. If you excuse me, I must save my strength.
But of course, yes.
The stone passage winds for 20 feet through the mountain, emerging in a circular stone chamber approximately 40 feet across. Pale green crystals jut from the rock along the walls, floor, and ceiling, growing in crystalline formations that range from 6 inches to more than 6 feet in height. 4 engraved carvings mark the walls between them, each more than 3 feet high. A spider, a wolf, a raven, and a butterfly.
Seems somewhat familiar.
Irina goes, well, these are the symbols of the ladies three. Plus the butterfly. I don't.
Ladies for.
She goes, I mean, we've seen this iconography in other places, but they were never connected to the ladies.
Go through my notes. Not very good notes.
You're a little quiet.
They're not
Was it-
very good notes.
Irene is your notes.
My notes.
I think the notes, because wasn't there? Those are just sarcophagus. I'm thinking of sarcophagus ones because we were just in the temple.
Yeah, these are almost like shrines.
Is there anything else within the room? Any offerings?
I
to
can
that?
barely hear you, Mark.
I'm sitting back. Anything else in the room?
So imagine like large green crystals emanating from the walls, and between them all is like between one is a spider, one is a wolf, raven, and then a butterfly. You know, things like that. It's other than that, it's pretty. It's kind of nondescript.
First time we've at least seen all three of them in one location. They've been pretty spread out otherwise.
Guess
So I guess
I-
we use the
do
spell here.
investigation.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Oh no, that's a better idea, Theo. Because if it already looks sparse, I will do an investigation just because I have my special glasses. But that's a great idea to try doing the spell in here. I've got a 24.
24. Yeah,
Nat 20.
nothing hidden or anything. What you see is what you get.
Okay, perfect.
Esmeralda takes out some supplies, has like the chalk. Knows I can help with the summoning circle. I've had experience before in my seances.
No, let's do it.
It's okay. She
Start studying with the scroll.
yeah, as you're kind of studying the incantation, Esmeralda is drawing the summoning circle as per the directions. He goes, summon 3 spirits.
Imagine that, like, the fate of the world is on us, completing this magical ritual and stuff, and none of us can draw a proper circle.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a large compass?
I might, in all honesty, but we could just trace that rock over there.
A faint shudder seems to run through the walls of the chamber, followed by a pulse of shimmering light that glints through the crystalline formations. A soft, sourceless breeze picks up in the air, a warm, gentle draft that sends small eddies of sediment swirling across the floor. Slowly, the crystals glow brighter, a burgeoning light growing deep within them. Radiant rays flash across the chamber, refracting and reflecting and refracting again until, from a central formation, they burst across the walls as brilliant many-color auroras that shimmer and dance across the stone. A soft female sigh echoes through the room, followed by the unmistakable sense of a new, unfamiliar presence. And through the auroras, you almost get the sense of 2 like feminine figures, only 2, kind of visible through the aurora, like you're only catching glimpses of them. And you see that one of them is near the wolf, which you know is the huntress, and the other the spider, which is the weaver. And you notice that no spirit appeared next to the raven or the butterfly.
Well, hello?
The answer you get is more of a emotion. And um, like a vision of greeting rather than anything verbal.
Oh, it that was interesting. We're seeking a way to sever Strahd from the land. Can you help us?
Feel a sense of sorrow within your mind. This is almost similar to when the pseudo dragon was conveying feelings through you. And
Yeah, not so much words, but the feeling of words.
yeah, so
Like an understanding.
in a vision appears in your head. A tall, gaunt shadow standing amidst a circle of standing stones, one hand clenching a dagger and the other bleeding onto the ground, with the blood rising to swallow the stones whole. You recognize the stones as the megaliths that you've seen on your travels, and you get the sense that this shadow is Strahd himself. He's showing you how he desecrated the Fanes. And from the blood rises 3 pinecone-shaped gems, each one that glows in a viridian light.
Didn't we see those at the winery?
Yes, those are the gems that the
Yeah,
wizards, the wizards of wines, buried in the ground to grow their grapes. Two of them were stolen by the druids. You recovered one of them. The other one is in possession of Baba Lysaga, the swamp witch. The third one,
Right.
if you remember, the third one was lost by Erwin when he was a young man. He claims that a raven, like a large raven, took it, and no one believed him. And that's kind of caused the feud between him and his father. And Arena
But
goes,
we need.
yeah, it's like, how do we...
Yeah.
I understand the gems that were a gift from the ladies 3, but how do we cleanse Strahd's corruption?
I really hope we don't have to bleed over top of it.
I think that was the problem itself. We would just desecrate it more if we did that, I think.
So one of the green gems appears in the vision in front of you, overlaid by the image of the spider, and you see the megaliths in a swamp. And then you see a vision of 2 ravens burying an acorn in the dirt. One of them seems very, very old.
Wasn't there one that with the stag?
Well, I'll get to those.
Okay.
The vision changes again. This time the gem overlaid with the symbol of a wolf and the megaliths in a forest, which you recognize as Yester Hill, where you see a sparrow and a silver fox resting by a buried acorn. And upon seeing this, you see Esmeralda kind of move around a little bit uncomfortably, like when you shuffle your feet a little bit, as if she might understand. And the vision changes again. A gem overlaid by an image of a raven. The megaliths by the old bone grinder windmill. Where you see a mother cat with 3 young kittens in her protection. And the vision disappears.
Are they still there?
The ladies, the 2 of the ladies 3, yes, they are.
Okay. What did any of that mean? Are we supposed to get the gems or acorns or like are those animals good or bad or
Oh, also by the cats, they were like protecting an acorn in the ground.
yeah.
Irina goes, these must represent something.
Metaphors.
Well, I know the bone grinder. It used to be the mom and her 2 daughters, so it's not that.
Say the acorns might represent the gems, bearing the gems
Buried in the ground.
in the middle of these
As in
in the middle of the megaliths. But what do the animals represent? There must be more to the ritual than simply returning them.
I'm going to have to go for a roll on this one. If I can do any sort of roll to kind of like...
Okay.
Oh, you got to give me the roll, Joey.
Like an arcana or religion.
Yeah,
or
just
something?
just roll whatever.
Yeah, just roll a die. All right, sure. It's a D140, 140,000.
I don't know. What would you run for this? History?
So if it is something, if it's interpretive, I would say it's probably either an investigation. If it is trying to remember something that we've done before, it'd be history. If it's something magical, arcana, or religion, any of those, whatever you feel would be.
I know what the rolls mean. I was just trying to think what they meant.
Okay.
What are you trying to think up?
Investigation,
I wanna
investigation
say,
or
okay,
history.
Investigation. All right, since it's sort of hinted as a metaphor, I'm going to go for. What is my history actually? My history is a lot better than my investigation, so let's go for that. It's still a bad roll because it rolled next to the 20. And I got a
You
total of
don't know
6.
any cats or sparrows or ravens. Well, actually, you know a bunch of ravens. You know a
But
bunch.
all the wrong ravens.
You
Should
know
probably ask them.
you know a bunch of ravens.
Yeah, I look forward to talking to them about, hey, we need that gem that you use to like stay in business.
Yeah.
Squawk.
I did a think about it, Minerva.
12. Yeah,
Because
it's like you just kind of connected what you know, and you do know the seeker, which is the gem that represents with the raven. That's why they're were ravens.
Yep.
Um,
So they would be good people to talk to.
Esmeralda does say, I had a nickname for Van Richten. Called him an old silver fox. I didn't know what that meant at the time. And
Minerva's just like looking up and just like squints her eyes and then nods her head like, yeah,
yeah,
I can see that.
it. Yes, Esmeralda goes like, you
Brain.
get it now. But
What, you think he has one of the gems?
sparrows are my favorite bird. There has to be some.
I mean,
sort
it
of,
wouldn't be beyond him to have an arcane relic. Let's face it.
but I don't think he's not in possession of the. Irina goes, kind of eyes her when she says the silver fox thing, but she goes, I'm quite sure he's not in possession of one of the stones. One of them was returned to the winery. One has been missing for decades. The other is in possession of the Swamp Witch.
So Minerva will snap her fingers and go, the really old raven and the really young raven. Remember there was an apprentice trying to scrape up that stag? Maybe the older raven is Babala Saga.
Or it's Erwin and his father. They've been feuding for decades. They haven't talked to each other ever since he left the winery. But the ones in the vision seem to be at peace with each other. Perhaps what they're showing is reconciliation, a sort of ritual to...
If we can get them back together, then it will reveal the item?
Well, they were burying the acorn, which we believe is the gem. Must be
And at a very specific location at that.
must be around the 3 megaliths. One in the swamp, Berez. One at Yester Hill, and one near the windmill.
And I see why you got a little nervous about the fox then, if reconciliation is involved.
He didn't leave under the best terms. That's why I've been avoiding him. But, it's just a fight. I mean, I'm willing to a little awkwardness, to save the world.
Well, I'd hope so. It'd be stupid otherwise.
Irina does say, but we still don't know the location of the 3rd gem.
Well, maybe by pursuing these ones, the ones that we do know, we'll be able to figure out a way to find that last one.
Esmeralda goes, or we can just ask the gods in front of us.
Minerva looks over. That's also a great idea.
Yeah, I thought I already did, but
Oh, did he ask where the
lady?
3rd? Yeah.
Well, I asked, could you help us?
Yeah.
Ladies, can you please be less vague on where is the other gem?
You get almost a bird's-eye view of Mount Gacchus, of the mountain range.
You have found my beacon.
And it... I'm not sure what that reference is. And it kind of like...
Skyrim.
Okay. It kind of zooms in, almost like a drone shot, to a crater on the highest peak of the mountain. And there you see, amongst other remains, the green gem.
Oh no. There. Yep. Mark on it.
It took me a little bit, but I was like,
let me guess. This looks somewhere in a large nest.
You see the shadow of a enormous bird, almost like a raven,
Of course.
appear over the nest. But the sense isn't fear. It's almost like a familiarity.
Perhaps it was given to protect it, not to. It's not necessarily a hostile protector.
Irina speaks up and says, Erwin said that he claimed a raven stole the gem. Was it the rock?
Maybe it grew really fast over the last few years.
As you're kind of pondering this, Arkun, you feel your bloody spear of the huntress begin to vibrate.
Take it out.
and you get the sense that one of the spirits wants you to place it in the middle of the pentagram.
Take it out there.
You're like floating over and pointing right in the middle while looking at it.
Yeah.
And I'll
It bends cartoonish like and just points a few times towards it.
I will go over there and respectfully put it on the ground.
You see the vague, the vague image of this woman kind of kneel down, place her hand upon the spear, and erupts into green flames upon the shaft and the blade.
It's a green flame blade.
Yep. And it almost looks like it's gonna like burn to ash, but when the fire is extinguished, the spear is pristine and almost like new, and you feel the sense of triumphant joy as it does so. And the bloody spear of the Huntress turns into the proper spear of the Huntress, which is a +2 spear of warning.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So if you look in the homebrew, it's just called the Spear of the Huntress. But you will become aware that you can ignite it with a green flame, so it's almost like a torch. But you can also use it to cast Hunter's Mark, a number of times equal to your Wisdom modifier.
Oh, that means I don't need Hunter's Mark.
If you want to keep the spear.
If you want to keep the spear. It's
Yes.
it's still a spear, so it's not as powerful as your two-handed greatsword.
If I need something to throw, it will. That's good.
And you also realize that it has been blessed by the hunter spirit, so it is a returning weapon. So if it's thrown, it will appear back in your hand.
Why is my hand use bonus action?
Esmeralda's like, I want one.
I mean, it'd be cool if she also had Hunter's Mark.
I could really use Hunter's Mark, whatever that is.
If you could give me a normal spear, I hand it to her, like, but I'm like, I would like to have a spear of my own.
She goes, I'm
Throw it.
kidding, Arkun.
I hold it out for her.
Spear is a strength weapon, though, and she is dexterity based.
Weak.
Yeah.
She is weak.
Never said that. I only said I like my. She kind of holds out her two weapons. Stibby and Stabby here.
Sibby and Stabby. the Flourish twins.
I like it.
Huh. I don't suppose any of you want to, like, come along with us, help out a little more directly? Like, offers sword hilt.
The one that's already been blessed by a powerful spirit.
No, the one that needs somebody inside it.
Right, yeah.
If like a, if all it needs is a soul to be powerful, what about an old god?
You sense a sense of sadness. And you see a vision of chains, representing that they probably can't leave this area.
I figured.
Since the Fanes are corrupted.
Joey, real quick, you said it was a +2 weapon?
Should be called the Spear of the Huntress.
I do have that. It does not appear to be. Oh, I probably need to.
It requires attunement.
Yeah, I forgot to do that. Let me see that. Yep, that looks like it.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Cool.
Yeah, I tested it out. I'm not sure if it'll add Hunter's Mark. I think it might, but
It uses charges.
Yeah.
I have Hunter's Mark. Usually, it doesn't like adding spells is weird, but through items. But yeah, I'll note that.
It probably will when you attune to it. It'll have both the spell and then another one that's listed as
It
like
does.
an item.
Yep.
You are correct. It does.
But I know we're kind of kidding with it. Even if Esmeralda can't like attack with it, she can still cast Hunter Mark through it, which may be useful for her.
But
So
I get initiative. I just holding the weapon gives me initiative advantage on initiative rolls.
it does, yeah. Arkundax is...
While this weapon is on my person,
Yep.
I don't even have to be wielding it. Just have to have it on me.
Strap it to your back. Yeah, you've been rolling pretty garbage initiative, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna change my dice from the shitty Artificer.
Yeah, you
dice
can-
to something better.
You can just like really use it. You know.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to ask the spirit? And I promise I won't jump to conclusions about what you are asking it.
Don't worry about that. Don't.
How
I said,
often do we tangent? Most of the time.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So we need to get a stone from a rock, reunite families and such. Stab a hag. That's gonna be fun. I don't suppose there's anything else you want to share, in case it might be useful.
Irina does say, where's the... You're the ladies 3. Where's the third one? Why is she missing?
I was a little worried to
right.
ask that.
And you see a vision of a woman kneels before a raven, which becomes mist and flows into her chest. Raven wings then sprout from the woman's shoulders. The image is joined by a sense of loneliness and longing.
Is she the mist?
I don't think it's literal, Vio, but it seems to be almost like a transference.
I wonder if that's anything related to why there's were-ravens here.
Well, that was a blessing she gave to the Mardukov family centuries ago.
It could be that he ended up absorbing her connection too.
Esmeralda says, perhaps whatever spirit there was transferred to a body a long time ago.
Just to check, did you say there are 4 statues here?
There are.
Yeah, I remember the butterfly being listed too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why are there 4?
You see a grave marked by falling snow, joined by a sense of grief and loss. But almost as sudden as the vision appears, it fades. And you realize that it's something they don't want to talk about.
Ah.
All right, well, we'll keep our eyes out for your one sister. Sorry to bring that up. And, like,
Excuse me.
sincerely apologizing for it. Um,
I think that might be the
guess-
information we need, Irina says.
guess we're gonna start on our journey.
Thank you very much for your assistance. We'll do with it what we can.
The aurora kind of fades from the room and the crystals return to their dim state. And you feel a sense of hopefulness. And the room goes silent.
Oh. Not every day you talk to an old god.
I mean, I don't blame you for asking them to get into the sword. It seems like they'd like to leave if they could.
It was worth a shot.
Exactly.
I think they were sort of projecting here anyway. I don't think they were probably literally in the room with us, so they probably couldn't have, even if they weren't trapped.
I'm sure they exist beyond the material anyway.
At this point, Irina says, "It's like, well, perhaps," and then she's, "Oh," and she like kind of holds her hand to her temple, and it almost looks like she's about to faint. And Esmeralda kind of realizes that she's exhausted, that Irina's exhausted, and she kind of catches her before she falls, and she goes, "This might have been enough for one day. I think we all need a rest."
That would be
Agreed.
Yes, please.
Arkundax is still spry from the long rest
Doing
potion. He had
push-ups
4
over on the
hours ago.
corner.
I can keep going. I can run a marathon.
Fine. I've had 7 cups of coffee. It's great. That's all the potion was. It was like a decanter of endless coffee.
Yeah, it's
Down
like
the whole
a liter of gamer fuel.
thing.
You're gonna have a crash later tonight.
Gonna sleep like a baby.
Yeah. Coffee,
Is that what the potion of haste is? It's like a 5-hour power
Yeah.
energy drink.
Well, that's what
It's a 4
Artificer.
Loco.
That's what Artificers make. They just make a 5-hour energy.
It's so easy to drink. It's so small.
I have to remember that for the alchemist will be playing.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I put down in like the back thing, like maybe, or like as I was brainstorming, like maybe he was a soda jerk when he was running up, so he was mixing like soft drinks in the old timey way.
They mixed all the Mountain Dew together.
Water.
Okay, yeah. So as you exit the cavern back to the elders' vines, you see that he's like barely awake. Hard to keep his eyes open. And he goes, "I didn't sense my old master. I wonder where she's gone. A shame. I would have liked to talk to her once more before I went. A shame."
I'm sorry you didn't get to see her. She is around, but just not here. But we are going to look for her.
His eyes begin to droop, and you hear the sounds of light snoring for a giant. But it's like making the cavern rumble, and
Yeah, it's like the sound of like a gas generator
Yeah.
running. And then even though like he's asleep, just like, and don't worry, we'll make sure to say your name when we find her.
Minerva, what was his name again?
Wow, he's got quite the incredible honk shoe.
Balababaloo.
Yeah, 3
Barubus.
avalanches are going off for now.
Yeah, up above. It's like just avalanches all over the place. Barubus is his name.
Bababaloo, that's where Ricky Ricardo got his song from.
Quick, he's talking about I Love Lucy. Let's go somewhere.
Good show.
Back to town and sleep.
We're gonna go have a sleepover.
Yeah.
I do really like that art. It's
Mhm.
really good. Elder Druid presence.
You return to the longhouse as like dawn is approaching, or sorry, dusk is approaching.
How long was that ritual?
Yeah, it must have been a while. I just want to change. So right, there we go.
The art looks good. It's
Yeah.
got like an aurora borealis in the background.
this time of year.
Localized
there was literally
entirely
one-
in your
there was
kitchen.
literally one yesterday, Joey.
we literally had a borealis contained entirely in that room. Masood?
No.
So as you approach,
I kind of want to replay this now, and I want to, when we get to the invitation to Strahd's Castle, I want to play it just like I've been invited by Skinner to a luncheon.
yes. As you enter the longhouse, Orios is preparing firewood. And you see Diego is having a dispute with It's having a dispute between two individuals about the ownership of a baby goat. And you see Casimir trying to trance in the corner, but it just keeps being interrupted.
Kind of feel bad for Casimir because it's like that's not his fault.
Yeah.
I would like to try and intervene. Like I'm just gonna go over and listen to what's happening.
Yeah.
Just to see if I can help. But I am also aware I'm very tired.
It's like a petty dispute where there's like no right answer, and Diego just goes, one of you can have the goat on half of the week and the other on the other half, and she kind of sees you enter, and it's like, I have other business to attend to.
You can have it on weekends.
Yeah. It's probably, well, but she's eager to hear about her daughter. And Como is there too.
I guess.
Not the other one. But Como asks you about one of the guardians, which you tell him that she was unfortunately killed. You see like a sadness in his eyes. Oh no, that he turned into a monster. That's what happened. And you can see that that person probably meant something to him.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
no.
lost an eye, but he grew a really bigger one.
Yeah. But Diego is relieved that her daughter's doing well, and that her rite will be completed within the next couple days. She can return to the village. She's positive that she will not succumb to the dark power.
If anything, she was just annoyed.
Yeah. But you can all gain the benefits of a long rest
Hooray!
Yahoo!
as they offer you a meal and a warm fire for the night.
Skippity, skippity.
Swap out
And-
spells.
And what do I roll to restore some health?
It is your hit die plus your con modifier for the vampire bite. You should be pretty close to normal now.
Sweet, max.
Nice.
Yeah.
For a while, Irina had higher health than you.
Yeah, he's looking much better.
Yeah.
Meta-wise, I am now only down by 7.
Esmeralda goes, it's like, Vio, I forgot how you looked without pale skin. You look slightly...
Still pale normally. But...
Let's say you look slightly less pale than normal.
Yeah, just thinking about how much necrotic damage you've been taking for the last little while. Thank goodness we put that cape on you, or else you'd be dead, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by
We have
several
to-
times.
I realized I still have my ring. Because replace the spell slot. Did you Arkundax take
Yes.
that ring?
Do you even have any attunement slots left?
If not, I could keep it and just remember it exists.
I don't. No, I don't have the ring. I've got the new spear, the holy symbol of Ravenkind, and the cloak of protection.
Well, so I'm asking, can you even attune to that ring?
Oh yeah, no, I'm full up. I'd have
Alright.
to
Yeah.
get
I
rid
just-
of the holy symbol of the cloak.
I also have
Thank you,
boots of.
Arkundax has big main character energy now. he just has everything.
I do
The
also have boots
Paladin
of
in the
stacks, too.
Strahd campaign. I wonder who the main character is.
Yeah. But you all grow stronger.
It's Irina.
Yeah, why does Irina have all this stuff?
Just keep packing it on her.
Irina gets an extra proficiency point, so her attacks do a little bit more. Hooray!
Whee!
Oh, yeah, it's plus
my
4 now.
hunter's mark is already always prepared, so
Yep.
I've got extra hunter's marks.
Right. Strahd does not visit you in the night, as you expect.
Yeah, we're definitely going to hear from that though.
But you're awakened by the smell of breakfast. And you are preparing for your journey to the top of the mountain if you want to try to obtain that gem from the rock.
Yeah, that's
Definitely
going to be an interesting conversation during breakfast. So,
Yeah.
so where are you heading next? Oh, to the nest of the rock.
Yeah.
Just spits their coffee everywhere.
And as you're having this discussion, a soldier kind of enters the longhouse, begs the chiefess's forgiveness for interrupting, but takes her aside. And Diego, after the conversation, comes up to you. Her face kind of dismayed, and she goes, "The elder is dead. He passed during the night."
Oh,
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you for letting us know. Although we only knew him for a short while, he did so much for us.
I get the feeling that he was holding on until you arrived. He lived a long life,
no pressure.
and he knew it was this time. But Como, the other brother will speak up, Swirlo, and goes, "Mother, doesn't that mean that the protection around the village is now depleted? That we're in danger of the outside world now?" And
Tourists.
Diego nods and goes, "But we, mountain folk, we can protect our home if we're all strong enough." She turns to her sons, and they both nod. And Orlo says, "Unfortunately, my friends, our village will no longer offer protection from Strahd von Zarovich."
Well, it's best to get away from here so then you don't have to suffer the consequences of our being here.
It was nice while it lasted.
Esmeralda does say, though, but you guys are forgetting something. What is Strahd most afraid of? And She gestures to the hilt of the Sunsword. Once we ignite that, he's going to be too afraid to confront us.
Oh,
Well, we don't exactly have a someone to jump into it right now if it's run by souls. So we've got to keep it on the down low until, we can have it go.
Irina does say, so we still have to make our trip down the mountain. And Esmeralda's like, right, yeah.
right after we go to the very top of it. I'd rather not backtrack.
You notice that Casimir is also preparing. He's going to join you in your journey. Because once you reach the top, you have to go back down to the bottom. He has no intention of staying here, so. The mountain folk, wish you luck. You give them thanks for their hospitality. You make your way up the mountain. Let's see if anything else you want to do. Not to force you along.
No, we need it sometimes.
They give you directions to the safest path up to the top. Como actually offers to be your guide. He says, if only to have a chance to see the rock with my own eyes.
Not
I'd
usually
accept the
something
company.
people usually want to see. Sorry, what'd you say?
I think that was it. Right?
I talked over Mark by accident.
No, I didn't say that.
It was Steph the whole time. Surprise. I was just saying that I'd welcome him along.
Yeah. This is a guide, though.
Yeah.
All right. You head off from Village of Soldav. For the first mile, the journey follows the same path that ends at the Amber Temple, until Como turns onto a side, barely visible side trail that climbs higher amidst the cliffs. The trail becomes a switchback, zigzagging and hugging the steepest slope of the mountain as the valley falls away before you. After climbing 300 feet, the trail evens out, then turns south as it climbs the curved plateau just beneath the mountain's highest peak. The air is thin here, as low-hanging clouds roll like ordinary fog across the frigid slopes. Ahead, a sharp cliff raises to the mountain's snow-capped peak, forcing you to climb, hand over hand, on your final ascent to the top. As you climb the cliff's final ridge, the crag falls away to reveal a bowl-shaped indentation the size of Valaki's town square. Great pine trees, 30 feet or taller, have been uprooted and laid around the bowl's edge, with the basin floor covered with great burrows of frozen oak branches and leaves. The entire array has been pressed down, as if by great weight, and enormous black feathers, the height of a man, litter the floor. At the basin's center, a small green light shimmers faintly from its place nestled amidst the two oak boughs. What do you do?
Be surprised we got here so easily.
I did not expect this. What do y'all think?
No Yetis or Wendigos.
Yeah.
So far.
Well, you all jinxed it. Thank you.
Yeah, smooth sailing from here on out. Anything in the sky?
There's not.
Yeah, we should look up more often now that we're here.
There's not much left up there.
Yeah, imagine you're
We're probably pretty close to like the top of the or like the beginning of where the fog is.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that low down, but yeah, you're probably close. This is like the highest point in Barovia for sure.
We just get on our tiptoes and we can just go knock knock on the fog like it's a ceiling.
Yeah.
Um, precariously get closer to the glowing thing.
You approach the crater. When suddenly,
I said I looked up.
From underneath. Oh.
underneath, yeah, it's a land rock. The wind roars with a sudden gale, and the skies above boil beneath the weight of an immense avian shadow. A pair of enormous claws breaks through the clouds, followed by a span of gargantuan black wings, and finally, a raven-like head whose beak could devour a horse whole. The mountain shudders as the rock of Mount Gacchus slams onto the earth below, stones and branches crunching beneath its talons. Its throat feathers rustle as it lowers its great head in warning, a low guttural croak emanating from its throat. You see he's not being hostile necessarily or inviting. He's simply making himself known.
Grude.
Can I do my speak with animals, please?
Sure.
Hello
Speak.
there.
Speak.
We are here not to hurt you. We are looking for a shiny rock that might help us with stuff.
It's a great head, kind of gestures to the gem. And I tried to make your tokens kind of size appropriate, or actually probably even smaller. And
Oh, good.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
Term
resizing.
gargantuan, I think, is the right size description.
I mean, if you can swallow a horse with that mouth, then it's probably
Yeah.
more like
Yeah, it's
this.
pretty tiny.
Yeah.
It's the size category above your Brontosaurus.
Yep.
Amazing.
Um.
Maybe mention that like the three ended up sending us, or that we're trying to like
yes.
cleanse the land or something.
Yes. So we have been sent specifically by the three Fane. If you know of them, they're pretty cool. Really like this land. We're trying to help out the land specifically. If that makes things any better.
If that makes us less edible.
Sent here by my master, the Seeker.
Yeah. No. So I don't know where she was, but the other three were there? Two, sorry. I'm really nervous right now. The other two were there. And we were really hoping this would go pretty easy. We had a pretty rough time recently.
It says, "You showed me a great kindness on the bank of the river as I mourned, protected the body of a fallen comrade from the witches of the swamp."
I do remember that. That was a very sad day. I'm happy that I helped.
But
Tell my-
gain possession of that of which I am protecting, of which I stole from the small ravens, you must prove yourselves.
How would you like us to prove ourselves? Or
Through combat
sir?
or through intent?
What's the intent one? Just you get you. I'm not super big into fighting.
Prove that you are strong enough to wield it. That you wield the weapon of our enemy. That will defeat our enemy.
Yeah, that's fair. How is there a way? Do you have an idea of what you'd like us to do to prove that?
His eyes kind of narrow, like you're not understanding his like what he's trying to tell
Sorry.
you.
From my understanding, it's that we have to beat someone in order to like it's. I'm imagining he wants to send us out to go beat someone to prove that we can beat the guy.
Or we can show him we have the sword.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think he might care more about the spear, maybe.
We could show both.
Yeah, take out the spear.
We got this
We'll
spear
hold
recently.
them cross at each other, and then we'll
Yeah.
make a pose with them.
We got the sword that can maybe deal some pretty wicked damage. Like we're doing a lot of things to make it so this thing will actually be able to do it, you know?
Impressive that you have obtained the Sunsword, but it is incomplete.
We do have a plan for that. We're pretty sure that we can get someone to help us out specifically from Argunvostholt.
Combat it is then.
What's he saying?
He's saying he wants to fight us because I'm not good at describing things.
He's saying roll for initiative.
No.
Oh,
At
goody.
9:48 at night.
Hey, we started late. Oh,
He's got 3 HP. Don't worry.
No, I request that we
it
to be continued.
is getting late. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Could not figure it out.
I'm living off 3 hours sleep.
Okay. Yeah, we will call it a little early tonight. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Joey.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, too bad we weren't. I guess we could technically jump back into the Amber Temple whenever we wanted to bother you. Be like, oh wait, remember that Amber Temple? Can we go all the way back there?
The like
Nope.
new game plus.
We forgot to step 5 more feet into a room to activate a cutscene.
You joke about that, but I am 2% away from completing Final Fantasy X-2 because I forgot to pick up 1 red sphere before a cutscene.
Oh yeah, no, there are plenty of times in which, or I decide not to go into a room, and that's the room that I need an item.
Yeah, there's some things too where you can't do unless you do like a bunch of other stuff, and you only get like one chance.
And you have to know beforehand.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can't activate or you can't finish a quest or get an item unless you activate the event that tells you that you need it.
Anyway, thank you, everyone. Yeah, this.
I have one question about the Amber Temple. Now that we're done with that.
Sure, yeah.
What's with the hole to the right of the entrance?
Oh,
Yeah, I asked about that earlier. No one said anything.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I wanted to wait until we were done recording.
Oh, is this a hole that led to like a room in the lower level?
Anything in that room?
I think it might have been one of the sarcophagus rooms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Vorpal sword in there. Just nobody goes down there for whatever reason. Just leave their stuff
Because it's
there.
so obvious. Everyone thinks it can't be anything.
Yeah, and it's guarded by a rabbit.
Oh God. Oh,